Hello folks, Pipeman 1861 here. Well, I got off work a minute ago, got home, figured I'd sit out here in the backyard for a little bit, make a video, have a nice talk with you folks. It's been a little while. I want to talk about the Columbus Pipe Show, or Ohio Pipe Show. On Saturday, me and my wife went. Before she went to IKEA, you know, not much there what interested her too much, but I had a wonderful time. I wanted to get there about 9 o'clock when the show opened on Saturday, but you know, several things happened. We weren't able to leave the house till about 10, and then we got stuck in traffic for a couple of hours. There was a big wreck on Interstate 71 going up north to Columbus. So we got stuck here for a couple hours. The upshot of it is we didn't get to the hotel there until about 1. So we got there, and I decided I'd go into the show first, look around. Started walking around. It was amazing. The showroom was beautiful. All the artists and pipe carvers had their everything spread out. It was absolutely gorgeous. Mirror shows. It was beautiful. But of course, me being me, I gravitated to the estate pipes, and I got 4 estate pipes. So I had a lot of fun looking through there and talking to people. I got those. I'll show you those real quick. One of them, I really like this one. Made by the Arlington Briar Pipe Company in New York. It's a really pretty little poker or sitter. I would call it a poker. Clean up the stem a little bit, but the grain on that pipe is beautiful. And it's in good shape. All of these were in really good shape. Just needs cleaned up. Got this really nice little marksman Dublin. And then the green on that's really pretty too. Like the rustications there. That's a beautiful shape too. I got this. This is kind of in between a Zulu and a Dublin. That was called a Zulu. Old Dr. Plum. That's in really pretty shape. Somebody went to town trying to get the teeth marks out of the bit, but it's not too bad. A little bit of sanding will fix that right up. It'll look really good. And the 4th one is this old Jost's twin bore. Old English pipe. And, you know, I'm a sucker for Canadians, so it's the old twin bore stem. Look at the bite marks on that sucker. Isn't that amazing? That'll get fixed up pretty nice, I think, with some of the black super glue. By and large, I'm really pleased with what I got. I'm really happy with those, and I got something else that I really had been wanting. I got this Sutcliffe Blackthorn Shillelagh. They're not selling this anymore on the website, but they had it at the Sutcliffe table, and I'd really wanted to get a tin of this whenever it first came out, but budget wouldn't allow for it really. So I saw this at the table. I was like, yep, I'm taking a tin of that home with me. It's an 8-ounce tin, nice big tin. They had one open on the table. You could take the lid off and smell it. Oh, it smells really good. So I'm really looking forward to trying this. I'm going to save it maybe for a special occasion. Most of my tins are like that, but I'm really happy about that. So we walked through the show. We did 1 lap, and then my wife went to IKEA and went to Starbucks. She had a really nice time. She doesn't get to do things just fun things by herself very often, so that was kind of fun for her. So, and then I walked around the show about 3 more times. I got some pipe stems from a gentleman. I am really bad with remembering names. I met a lot of people, and if you're watching this video and I completely forget your name, I'm very sorry. It's not intentional. I just can't remember to save my life. If I was being tortured for information, I would be no help to anybody. So, but bought some pipe stems for fixing up some pipes I have right now that need them. I just had a grand old time looking around in there. Stayed within my budget too. I was happy with myself. I don't usually do that. So then I decided to go out to the smoking tent. And that's where the fun really started for me, because I walked out there and I was immediately greeted by a parsimonious piper and Papa Bear. They both came up and they had big smiles on their faces, and they introduced themselves, and I introduced myself. They recognized me and I recognized them too, of course. And we just had a grand old time. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun visiting with those fellas. Ethan, parsimonious piper, he pulled out a little jar of old McClellan's Stove, Virginia. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was an old, nicely aged McClellan's. And he said, "Have you ever tried McClellan's?" And I said, "No, I haven't." So he pulled that out. He said, "Here, fill up your pipe." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." So I packed my pipe with that, and that was good stuff. Then got to talking, just smoking and talking with everybody. And there was a gentleman. All right. He told me his name. Nicest fella, nice as any fella I've ever met in my life. I loved him to death. Loved talking with him. He and his wife are both there. Live in Ohio. He told me his first name, and I had promptly forgot it. And sir, I know you said you watch my videos. I apologize. I'm really sorry. Please comment your name again. I need a refresher. But anyway, he was sitting there too. We had a ball. I had a blast talking with him. He was a precious fella. And he pulled out before he and his wife and Ethan and a couple other fellows were going to go to a German restaurant for supper about 4 o'clock. So they left before I did. But before he left, he said, "Here, I want to show you something." So he pulled out a tin of tobacco. It was I had never heard of it. It was Frostica 1800. It was the Graywoody fellow with the Graywoody show who was there. I didn't have a chance to meet him, but I also met Chad Griffin. He's a really nice fellow. Griffin Pipes. But anyway, sorry, going all over the place. But he pulled out this tin. I thought he was just offering me a pipe full, so I reached in my bag for a pipe, and this was a very full tin, like a 1.5 ounce tin. He said, "Oh no, I want you to have it." I said, "Oh, you don't have to do that." He said, "Oh yeah, I want you to give it to you." And I said, "Thank you so much." And he said, I want to hear your reaction to smoking it." He said, "Don't smoke it in anything you don't care that it ghosts, because it's going to ghost that pipe like the dickens." It's for those of you who don't know, apparently it's rustica tobacco, so it's going to pack a wallop nicotine wise, and it has like a mint flavoring, so it's kind of like a super powerful menthol cigarette. So he said he wants to know my reaction. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a video specifically of me smoking that for the first time so he can watch. He said not to thank him until I've tried it. I'm looking forward to that a lot, and thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. Very thoughtful gift. And Ethan, parsimonious piper, he gave me a bag of really nice English. I can't remember now what it is, because once again I have the memory retention of a Commodore 64 with a bad floppy disk drive. But he gave me a bag of a really good smelling English blend, and he gave me 2 blends that he mixed up. One of them he called can't remember, it's haunted. It's a play on haunted bookshop, but it's not haunted bookshop. It's an English blend. And the other one, I packed my pipe with it. I'm about to light it up, He called it Midnight in Munfordville. Uh, he named it. It's a dark-fired Kentucky with cherry flavoring. I'm really looking forward to trying this. I'm going to try it right now. Munfordville, Kentucky used to have, at least used to, they may still do it. They had a cherry blossom festival every year. So he named it Midnight in Munfordville, dark-fired Kentucky with cherry. I thought that was pretty clever. Munfordville, Kentucky also has a really decent Civil War reenactment. So if you're in that area, you ought to try that. Get there one of these days. So let's try this out. Sir, that is exceptional. That is very good. The cherry is not overpowering. It's very mild, really. No, this is exceptionally good. I really like this. 5 stars, sir. This is exceptional. It burns nice and easy, too. Yes, I wholeheartedly approve of Midnight in Munfordville. No, I had a lot of fun. I wish we could have been there longer. Next year we're going to plan a little bit better. Actually, I'm thinking we'll probably get a room at the hotel next year. Go up Friday night, maybe take off work about an hour early. We're about 2 hours 15 minutes away from Columbus. So I'm really looking forward to next year. I'd like to make the Muletown show too. We're going to have to see what the budget looks like, but I think that'd be fun too. Exceptionally good. And I didn't really get a chance to introduce myself so much, but because they were heading somewhere and I didn't want to hold them up too much, but I had a chance to at least say hello to Mutton Shop Piper too. I kind of felt a little starstruck, to be honest with you, because I was seeing all these folks that I had watched their videos over the years, got me started in it. I got a chance to thank him for making such good instructional videos for beginners, because his videos were really what helped me get the practice of smoking down where I wasn't burning myself to a crisp every time. Made it enjoyable. Exceptionally good, though. This is a very, very good. And I look forward to trying the Frostica 1800. And I will make a video. I won't smoke it before I make the video. It'll be the first time on the video. I think that'll be fun. Anyway, if you've never been, and I forgot to mention this was actually my first pipe show. I'd never been to a pipe show before that in my life. And if you haven't, you have to go. Whether it be Muletown, I imagine they're all fairly similar in the wonderful atmosphere and wonderful conversation. But you gotta go. It's well worth any money you have to pay to get there, any money you spend there especially, it's an exceptionally good way to spend time and money. Because you're able to meet all the people that you hear about and see on the videos. I had a ball. Anyway, this has gone on long enough, but I thank you so much, Ethan, Parsimonious Piper, for this blend. I thank you so much, sir. You know who you are. I do too. I just can't remember his name. Another thing I forgot to tell you. There was another gentleman who comments on my videos quite a bit. He was there with his son, and he introduced himself, and again, I can't remember his first name. He told it to me. And I, sir, I'm sorry. I apologize. But he was there with his son. His son just turned 21. Big guy. He was like 6'6" or something. I was looking up at him. His son, that is. Nicest folks in the world. I really enjoyed talking with them. They came up, introduced themselves. They wanted a picture with each of us. And I was like, why? It was a lot of fun. I had a ball. And I can't wait for next year. But I can't wait for the Missouri Meerschaum Factory tour. That's going to be fun. I hope it's kind of the same atmosphere down there. If I was looking forward to it before, I'm really looking forward to it now. Anyway, I'll think of other things and I'll put them in the next video. But this is Pipe Man 1861 saying goodbye, good luck, may the good Lord take a liking to you, and I'll see you all again real soon. Thank you, folks. Happy smoking.